Leos, y'all are going through it. Your reading is like all over the place. Y'all are probably feeling all over the place inside, right? You're keeping it cool. You're cute, right? You look great. Yes. People are feeling you, but you're a little bit uncomfortable on the inside because you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something that you need. You're waiting for something that you wish for. That you definitely are wishing for something. There's some stuff that you want right now. It's like you've got something, but where's it going? Right? How's it being completed? There's some healing that's going on too. You have a lot of yellow here in your cards. There's lots of healing here. There's lots of negativity that's actually being dissolved, some toxic energy that's being dissolved. The death card is here as your immediate influence overlaying, right? Honey, the awareness within a sensitivity of something that is a structure that is changing at 1 minute and 11 seconds. Okay. Ooh. But then it's talking about, the institution of self and you being vulnerable to your own sensitivities, right? And you owning up to that, having strength and having courage to deal with what it is that you know might be plaguing you, and you might be seeing it as a weakness. Okay, you guys are wishing for something because something was sacrificed. With this 9 of Cups being here, you've gone in and you've realized that something has sacrificed. You might be feeling victimized by the sacrifice, right? Are you falling victim to the sacrifice, or is the sacrifice creating the victim? What am I saying? It's a wish card, for sure. You guys have definitely been through something of an emotional occurrence, an odyssey, if you will. Odysseus, right? A bit of Poseidon energy there. Yeah, a wall of emotions that have just sort of like, a waterfall. And now you feel like maybe you might be dealing with the Pisces, obviously, because it's here in the sun placement. Definitely aware of the growth of something, the possibility of the growth of something, how something could grow, what it could mean for you. Definitely respect yourself, okay? Create healthy boundaries for yourself with this Empress here being at the bottom of the deck, okay? Because you definitely are more sensitive now, so you've got to create those healthy boundaries for yourself. Listen to your intuition, go with your gut, go with your feelings. You usually know what it is that you need. Be very receptive to that, emotionally, subconsciously, physically, right? In your emotions, damn, man, you got a lot of cards here with water in them. The Empress, the 9 of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Death card. The Temperance card is in your emotions. And we are at a Cancer full moon today, right? It is talking about healing. The moon is talking about cleansing. The moon is talking about washing away self-doubt, okay? It is also talking about having the confidence to believe in yourself, right? You may not be believing in yourself because of some challenges that you may have been facing, some adversity, some things that just haven't gone the way that you wanted them to go. It's like the course changed. Why did the course change? Oh my God. All the work and the energy and the effort that you put into something, tested you in a way that you may have not thought that you would be tested. It's very deeply spiritual with this card. Some of you might have a mother that might be a Sagittarius, and she's actually going to help you with this healing. She's going to help you come up with some solutions. Definitely. You're balancing things out. You're trying to make sense of like the physical world, the subconscious world as well. you know, in your world that's going on inside of you. Yeah. There's that triangle again on its chest, right? The Trinity, things taking shape. Everything you need is inside of you already. Everything you need is within you already, right? You know, you are what you wish for. Definitely. You are, this isn't your sun placement, you are what you wish for. Boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom. Because you're manifesting it through the will of the mind, right? And desire. Scorpio is desire. Mars is will. I told y'all there was a Mars connection in that part one. Watch the part one. It's gonna be like shoddy because the video kept cutting off, but it was good. It was good, and like, damn. Anyway, we're here now. Fixed it. So yeah, the Temperance card is, you know, things are expanding, things are fluctuating, things are, you know, in and of themselves, and you're aware of that, right? And it's bringing some focus into things, how you're being tested, the belief systems that you have, and how they're going to guide you through this. They're going to sort of help you through this path. Yes, there's some parts of you that are going to have to go through this without other people's help. Sagittarius energy, almost kind of feeling like that, right? Because once you get to the other side, you know, figuratively, on this this inspiration or this dysfunction or this feeling of injury, yeah. This is an emotional injury, okay, spiritual. You're gonna find it. You're gonna get there to that light. You're gonna be free. You know, the thing is that you might be feeling stuck in a place, but you're stuck in that place because that place is where you have to go to figure out how to, you know, spread those wings and fly away, right? Or you could walk the path, whatever is going to be more meaningfully spiritual for you, or more spiritually meaningful for you, right? Are you going to fly the path? You're going to walk the path. There is definitely some cleansing that is happening here too as well. Spiritual cleansing. You're going to have to do that within this healing. You know, I was talking to a reader last night at Shanti, and wonderful reader. Love her. The thing is that I have to like learn how to pronounce her name, so I don't want to say it and get it wrong, but she usually is there on Fridays with another guy who is also cute and a good reader. Yeah, so definitely healing solutions. You're being tested. You can go the extra mile, the endurance, the stamina, all of that. It's okay. You are still here. Hello. You are still here. Be Here Now. You know that Oasis album? Some of y'all might be listening to that. Be Here Now. Don't go away. Sing that you're staying. Sing that you're staying. Oh, yes, honey. My black onyx fell out. So some of you definitely need to protect yourself, or you might have been protecting yourself from a relationship with a Gemini in the past, because as soon as I picked up this card in the past position, my black onyx fell out, which is a zone of protection, and the Venus in Cancer, which is where the full moon is right now. You're reflecting on something. You're reflecting on things. You can't really stop it because the moon is in Cancer right now. It's illuminating our feelings. Oh my goodness, you guys, I haven't, you know, I was feeling the moon in Cancer like days ago. I usually do that because my moon is in Cancer. You know, usually I can't sleep. I woke up very early this morning. That also happens on full moon sometimes. I'll wake up, oh, what's going on? I'll look out the window. This was before I started reading cards, you know, but I've always been empathic, and I've always been very sensitive to energy my entire life. But I was just always very different, you know, short, skinny, black, gay. You know what I mean? Which are all great things, but you know, where I grew up, it was like those things aren't really being celebrated. So when you're not being celebrated for who you are, what you are meant to be cannot be born out of that. Confidence, courage, born, mother, moon, cycles, evolution, baby. Who are you sharing emotions with? You may have gotten in a new relationship in the past, or you may have been considerate of a feeling that you have for someone else. You know, my Venus is in Leo, and Venus is my chart ruler. So, you know, some of you could be wishing for someone that, you know, is out there that you are involved with, or you may be, you know, you may have a relationship with. Yeah. And there's a wish for something. You're being tested emotionally too with this person. Where you're able to go, how you're able to get there. Have strength, you know, have courage. You might think that it's over. You may feel like there's no point in, like, you know, hoping or wishing for something, you know, because you're being hard on yourself right now. Some of you guys are, even with the people who or are dealing with a relationship, or if you're just dealing with something that, you know, might be testing you and your spirit because it's in the realm of emotions for you, dealing with another person, right? That's within your group, within your setting. Let's look at the anxieties for you guys. Okay, so your anxieties are with children, some of you. Okay, your awareness is with, like, the commitment that it's going to take, or your anxieties are about the commitment that you are now identifying with, like what you're aware of. Also, this is Sun and Scorpio, so you guys may be having, you know, some issues with a Scorpio, some of you Leos, or you might be having some issues with the children. You may be worried about the children. Some of you actually might be hoping that, you know, you can provide your children with an enriched and meaningful holiday experience. Some of you guys might be dealing with a death, just because the death is the immediate influence and the strength card is right there on top. And in the anxieties, you have a 6, which is talking about, you know, compromise. It's talking about, you know, the beauty of relating to people, to an individual. You're relating to the past. You're having anxieties because you're relating to the past. You know, those things are still very present with you and your energy, which is why the death card is here as your immediate influence and your challenge, which is actually feeding the anxieties here. They're both Scorpio. The death card is a transformation through Scorpio, you know, and Pluto energy. Um, and the 6 of Cups is, you know, definitely saying that there's a group of people that might be able to help you in terms of dealing with this this depression. It's not necessarily anxiety, right? Because you don't really have any swords here. It really is major arcana and cups. So these major things that have been happening, these major changes, right, have been calling for you to understand what it is that you might need to reflect upon. Also, it's saying that, you know, you might need to listen to your dreams a little bit more. Some of you are having very vivid dreams, very colorful dreams. Um, Definitely a lot of healing going on, for sure. You're thinking about a time where things seemed like they were better. They felt like they were better. That's just because you were in the here and now. It really is talking about the moment. Be here now, like I said. You know what I mean? What can you make of this moment right now? The moments that have already happened are what they are and what they're going to be, even when we go towards the future. But the future, we don't know what that is. The future is being influenced by the past, right? That you might be, you know, stuck on. Let that past transmute into something that is going to be beneficial for you in your future moving forward. Now let's see what the Mars placement is. I told you there was a Mars connection here. You got the Tower in the Mars position. So yeah, something is being destroyed. Something did come in. Something did change. For those of you who are dealing with the death here in terms of the family, I'm very sorry. You might be dealing with, like, a matriarch in the family. You know, mother, grandmother, that type of thing. Maybe great grandmother. Um, you know, the Tower is talking about changes that come in, right, and things that change your life in a way that, you know, is going to it definitely opens your eyes, right? So your eyes have definitely been open to this destruction of something, deaths, natural transformations, endings, past things that, have happened, nostalgia, maybe some children involved, maybe some of you are missing children, um, that type of thing. Maybe some of you miss the way that things were in your childhood because things are so hard right now. You know what I mean? But things are so hard right now because, you're ready for them to be hard. When you're a child, you're not really ready for all of those things. That's why there's so many people that are trying to protect you from, your experience. But now you're having your experience, yeah? And this is what it is. It's hard. It's challenging. It's difficult. It's inspirational. It's it's unfathomable. It's it's a lot of things. It's wonderful at the same time. It's fantastic at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, yes, get in there and understand what it is that's happening that's going to be able to, like, really transform you. Ooh. Aren't you tired of being like that person who is feeling bad or feeling sorry or feeling discouraged or feeling anything that you don't want to feel? Aren't you tired of that? Let's look at the Venus placement, the advice, your pleasures. Definitely. The advice is saying that you need to embrace this change because things are new for you. The Page of Swords is swinging his sword this way. He got that sword and he's swinging this way with that little bevel and arabesque back there. You know I'm a dancer. He's looking back at that tower being like, yes, honey, I slayed it. Right? He didn't slay the tower, but the tower came in and changed something. He's like, yes, you destroyed something. You changed something. You changed something drastically. Right? And now you're like, yes. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like, you don't have confidence. Now have confidence. Stand firm in that change. Right? Now you're learning some lessons. New, fresh perspective. This is different. You might be sharpening some concepts that you have. And so that's the learning phase that you're going through. If you were doing things just differently, or you needed to have a change occur for those of you who aren't in a relationship, although this is like, you got Venus here, you got the Two of Cups here, you got the Nine of Cups here. This is giving emotions and love. You got the Six of Cups here, okay? The pages are definitely ruled by Saturn. Okay, so they are earth and their elements. So this is saying, how are you going to bring your concepts, your perceptions, your thought process into something that's real, right? Getting it to a place where something has formulated, there's been a foundational base that's been materialized. You can now stand firmly on something as being a resource for you. But it's a resource that you have cultivated and you have grown, you have watered, you have put time and effort into. So it's saying that you're going to have to put some more time and effort into something that's new, something that's changing for you. Embrace it, yeah? Definitely come in. Yeah, we need this energy from you. Yeah. Start talking to people, start making those connections. This is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. It could be all, it's all three of those, definitely. You're always learning. The advice is definitely saying that continue to learn from this. Use, the resources that you have that you have readily available. A lot of them. What are your ideas? You might have to collaborate with someone that's older, that's more mature, that maybe has something that you can be a part of, right? But you got to you got to start the dialogue. Now we're going to look at your future cards. The future cards are the top, the ascendant position, right? Rising, what is going to be projected that can't be changed, that can't be stopped, that is just happening anyway, and what you do with that, right? When you recognize it, it's what you do with it. But that's gonna be what it is, okay? So now let's look at your future card out of the past, present, future. Okay, work. See, this is what I'm saying. You got the Knight of Swords. So the advice is the Page of Swords. The future here, the third row in the middle, is the Knight of Swords. Mutable energy, Gemini, right? Fire and air. So now you're generating energy. Fast moving, swiftly, right? You've got to generate some energy. You've got to generate some interest. You've got to make some phone calls. You've got to text some people. You've got to get those emails out. You've got to draft something, you know what I mean? And this might be you having to draft something quickly. You also might be getting frustrated with something that, you really want to see happen. You really want to see move forward. This is about also having the confidence to do something, the confidence to express that opinion, the confidence to move forward with an action based on a thought or a conversation or something that was said or something that you said that you were going to do for yourself to bring about some changes. Definitely. Some of you need to start working out, getting outside and working out. Don't get settled. Don't get too bored. Don't allow yourself to get too bored, because then this type of thing is going to happen. Yeah, get out there and be active, for sure. Now let's look at the energy moving forward in the outcome, okay? The Hermit. This is you going inward and you kind of like stepping away from like everything that everyone else is doing so that you can really take some high consideration into your own reality. Yes, your routine. Are you feeling motivated? Is there any dysfunction here? What am I really dealing with? You're looking at what is going to take, right? What effort, what practical efforts are going to have to be put in order or planned for so that you can grow. You're looking for growth, right? The Hermit is definitely providing information and assistance for growth, for improvement, right? So there's an improvement that's coming on here and something that is going to be, of quality of life, right? There's an improvement in the quality of your life. For sure, and you're seeing that. You're recognizing it. You're looking around you, and you're seeing it. There's wisdom that's coming from this, too. You're like, wow, okay, now things are starting to make sense, right? Like I said, things starting to take shape. Things are making sense. I'm looking around me. Okay? Definitely talking about the necessity of things and being able to identify with what is needed. Absolutely, the Empress is the essence. It's the essence of something, right? When something has an essence, then that essence becomes essential, right? So what is essential for you right now, right? Absolutely. What is essential for you? It's Capricorn season. What's essential for you? This Hermit card came up as your energy moving forward. Outcome, discipline, motivation, encouragement, analyzation, paperwork, phone calls, interviews, resumes, being of service. Yeah. Holiday season. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Virgo. But yeah, it is saying that, the what you seek, your routine is going to come to a place of feeling a little bit more structured, okay? And you don't have to worry about, the change or things falling apart. And the change happened. It will, bam! The change happened. But now, it happened. So, it isn't that bad, right? This could be with a person, too. And when I was meditating and just being divinely inspired by your reading, what songs came up? I wrote some songs down. Hold on one second. Let me go and go grab this thing. If Your Girl Only Knew by Aaliyah. And If I Was Your Girl by Janet Jackson. I'm not even a big Janet Jackson fan. But you definitely might be dealing with the fact that you can't have someone, or somebody might be dealing with the fact that they can't have you. for some of us out there, because this is a general reading, so I'm giving you all of the different perspectives. So somebody might be offering you a cup, or they might be expressing a need to tell you something. Maybe they might have been having feelings for you since the past or something like that. This is for some of you. I'm getting for like some of the females out there, there might be a guy out there who might be dating somebody who is actually trying to like talk to you, or they're flirting with you a little bit, and you're like, no, this is actually not, no. Some people actually might be thinking about ending relationships with some people to be with someone, which is crazy. Or they might be thinking about doing that to be with you, and you're like, honey, don't be doing all that for me. Okay? Now let's look at what the ascendant position is giving us. What cannot be changed that is being projected, right? Into your future. It's the energy that is going to get you into this place. It's sort of like a purpose type of thing. Oh, yeah, we already knew what this was, or I did. The Fool. Confidence. Possibilities. God. Mere existence. The fact that you exist, right? That's amazing. Taking risks. This is Uranus. Things are not always what they seem. And things are not always what you expect them to be. Right? This is about embracing the feeling of risk, vulnerability, and livelihood. Right? This person does not have time to be worried about things that it does not know. Because if you're worried about things that you don't know, then you are a fool. You know what I mean? I'm not calling you a fool, okay? Or myself, because I'm Venus and Leo. But, this is really just saying that trust in the divine. Trust that there are surprises that happen. Even if you're in a place right now where you feel like you want things to be better, they can be better. And it's saying that they will be better. You know what I mean? But you definitely are dealing with some changes that have made you feel like fucking crazy. There's some deaths going on. Some major transformations for sure. Destruction. Resentment. Fear. Hope. Abundance. There's a wealth of something that can be, accumulated as well. It's so interesting because I said you didn't have any swords, but then you eventually got some. One is in the future and one is in the advice. So the advice for the future, is definitely saying that there needs to be some communications that are opened up or exercised. Thank you guys for being so patient, especially with that part 1 of this video. So crazy. Oh, I love you guys. So these are the major arcana cards that you got, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you got the Empress. As the present energy, you got the Strength card. As the immediate influence over that is the Death card. Then, in your Moon placement, you got Temperance. In your Mars placement, you got the Tower. In the future, energy moving forward, outcome, you got the Hermit. And at the top of the reading, in the Ascendant position, you got the Fool. Surprises, honey. They're coming. Good ones. But you're definitely healing. Yellow. 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 Lots of it, and lots of blue. So you need to, spend some time outside and around water. Yeah. For sure. Be a little bit more playful. Allow yourself to feel the possibilities and the optimism that comes from being slightly naive. For those of you who are thinking about a person, if this major ending is talking about a person that you've been dealing with, I'm going to look and see what your soulmate card is going to be. Let me look at the time here because I'm really like, okay. I'm okay. Aquarius, I really don't know if you're going to be going up today. No, I can't do this. I need to pull some more out. Let me just shuffle. Sorry guys, they're a different shape, so they kind of sometimes need a different treatment. You know what I mean? Let's see. You guys, I read at Shanti Bookshop at 230 East 14th Street, between 2nd and 3rd Avenues here in New York, near the Union Square area, East Village. From 11:30 to 3:30 or 4 on Sundays, okay? Let me shuffle this. Shuffle, shuffle. There we go. One more time, and then I'm going to pull one. Usually I let one fall out, but that was way too many. They're kind of hard to shuffle because they're in this rectangular bar shape. Anyway, let's get a little soulmate card for Leos. What's going on with Leos and their soulmate? Okay, one card. Wow. Dwelling on the past and future keeps me from experiencing the power of now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. That's the love for the other person. That's the love from you. That's the love from spirit. Okay? This is how you can attract forgiveness, acceptance, love, graciousness, being humble, realizing that you are right now. You are now.